So guys, today I'm gonna explain you step by step how I made $100,000, actually $114,000 the previous week only. Only by taking 3 trades. Only 3 trades can change your life, not only your month, can pay all of your bills. So let me explain you how. So the first trade, it was CHF JPY. Okay, so my system currently, it says the exact 4 things. I'm looking for a trend trading pair. So currently I'm looking on CHF JPY that is creating like a lower low and lower highs and lower low and lower highs. Secondly, that it's breaking 2 lows, actually 2 supports, and it's coming up, retesting them. Third, that it's moving under the moving average 50, that it's super important, and I'm gonna explain further later. And I'm following always my risk to reward ratio. It doesn't matter if the pair is gonna continue dropping, I'm gonna follow all the time, every single time, my risk to reward ratio. Otherwise, I'm going against my rules. So from this trade, I actually made 19,000, almost like 20,000 euros. No, I'm sorry, dollars. So the first thing that I did, it was identify the trend. I just saw the lower low and the lower highs, and the lower low and the lower highs. So currently, I just saw that the market is creating like highs and lows, and it's kind of consolidating, you know. So I was like, I need these lows, this one and this one, to break and the price to come and test again this area. So after the price came here, created like a low, a lower high and another low, I just entered here because the price, it was below moving average 50 and also retested 2 previous support with a high that it was lower than the previous one. So I entered. I moved my stop loss above 3 other highs, this one, and this one, so I will be super safe. If you're having a stop loss above 2 or maybe more highs, be careful here so you will not ruin your risk to reward ratio. But let's say that here it was a consolidated like currency pair, so we didn't have a big distance between our entries and our exit point, I mean the stop loss. So I entered here and the price started moving like to the downside, and the moving average, actually, it was greater, it was above the current market price. So here that I just checked, my risk reward ratio, it was 1 out of 2, actually, my take profit was here. It was an excellent exit point for me to take my profits because it was a Friday and I didn't want to leave my trade between the weekend because of all these circumstances that is currently happening in the Middle East. And also I just checked the price and it was much longer, the distance, I mean, from the moving average 50. So I didn't want to risk my trade. I had like my 1 out of 2 risk reward ratio. The money was okay, so I was like, okay, I'm not gonna risk more. So I just closed the trade. Otherwise, if I was looking like further in the strategy in the bigger time frames, actually I would have left the trade like operating maybe for a couple of days or maybe for a week. So that was the first trade. The second trade that actually made me $55,000, this is an amazing trade, and I was waiting for this trade for a little while, I can say. It was the USD CHF. So let's break it down. Let's first talk about the strategy. The strategy is a trend trading strategy, as I said, and I was looking for a bullish pattern. What is the bullish trend pattern? I'm creating like higher high, higher low, higher high, and I'm waiting for another higher low without breaking the previous low that it's above like the moving average. So currently here, I just executed my trade by buy limit. I was not market executing. I was setting my buy limit and I just let the trade do what it has to do. I saw the high and I was waiting for the best case scenario, for the best entry here in the previous low, for the price to come and like open. So the price opened, it broke again the moving average and it started moving. Actually, this trade was amazing because it started like changing the trend and starting from the lowest point that it was, if you can check in the daily time frame, because that played a role for me. It was creating like a new high in the daily and a higher low above the previous like resistance that it was supported above the moving average. So it was a high probability trade, a really good trade, and I was waiting for this trade in a lower time frame, H1 time frame, to get the best risk to reward ratio. So this trade, it created a new high, retested here, and just like hit my take profit really fast in a day or maybe a little more. I could leave the trade to operate much longer, and I know that a lot of traders will comment on this, but I'm always following my system. I don't keep like in touch, like being greedy about getting the maximum result, because I have my data, and you know my data like shows in my MyFX book that from 2024, I didn't break my system at all, and actually I have only 2 months that they're negatives, only 2 months. This January and the May of 2025. So I know what I'm talking about. My system, it never like let me down. So the only thing that I have to do is just follow it. So guys, I'm letting you know that I want to give as much value as possible, like in the people that they're talking, they're interesting about making themselves profitable, like by day trading. Day trading is really simple. You need like just 4 things. You need a strategy with an edge, you need a system that you always follow and operating, you need data, a journaling and psychology journal, and you need patience and discipline. If you have these 4 pillars, that is really easy. If you have a coach like to operate and build on you, you can achieve any amount that you want. Maybe today I'm gaining like $100,000. Like I know traders that they are making 1 million, maybe 2 millions. That it's great. Okay, so hard work pays off. Smart work pays even better. So thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you so much.